All right, Patriots, welcome to Friday night's edition to the Conservative Viewpoint, your beacon of truth in a world shrouded in shadows. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative. Tonight, we're reaching for the stars. No, literally, as we dive into this fascinating and often controversial realm of government surveillance, specifically those watchful eyes in the skies, our satellites. Yes, those silent sentinels orbiting high above, tirelessly scanning, observing, and yes, protecting us. Now, some folks, they get all riled up about this, don't they? And, about the government peering into their backyards. They paint a picture of Orwellian dystopia where every move is tracked, every word is recorded. Oh, yeah. But let's be real, folks. In a world teeming with threats from rogue nations to shadow terror groups, can we truly afford to be naive? Can we afford to close our eyes to the dangers lurking just beyond our borders? These satellites, they're not just about watching, they're about safeguarding. They're about providing early warning, about detecting potential threats before they materialize, about ensuring our very survival. Just think about it. Those eyes in the skies can detect a missile launch, check enemy movements, and monitor potential hotspots across the globe. They can provide vital intelligence, allowing our brave men and women in uniform to stay one step ahead of the enemy. They're a shield, a silent guardian, protecting our families, our homes, and our way of life. Now, I understand the concerns about privacy. We must always be vigilant against government overreach. But let's not throw the baby out of the bathwater. Let's not demonize technology that can be used for good. Technology that can save lives. Let's strike a balance, a delicate balance between security and liberty. Tonight, we are going to explore the fascinating topic to separate the fact from fiction, to separate paranoia from prudent. We'll hear from you, the listeners, of course, from patriots who understand complexity of this issue. We'll discuss how these satellites are used, the safeguarded in place, and the virtual role they play in keeping us safe. Because here's the truth, folks. In a world where danger lurks in the shadows, where threats can emerge from anywhere, we need every advantage we can. We need the eyes in the skies, those silent sentinels standing watch, protecting us from the darkness. So tonight, let's embrace the power of technology. Let's celebrate the ingenuity of our nation. And let's reaffirm our commitment to safeguarding our freedoms while remaining vigilant against the threats that seek to destroy them. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we dare to look up, to see beyond the surface, and to defend the values that make America the greatest nation on earth. Let's get started. The show begins now. Hi, everyone. Welcome. It is Friday. Isn't that awesome? I didn't get to this. I had a little technical issue with Cloud Hub over here, and I guess they're still having a little technical issue over there. So we'll see what's going to happen here. I know they're a little behind now, but that's okay. How is everyone tonight? Anyone new to the show, welcome. We love to have you. Everyone else, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. We're going to find out who's in the house tonight. And we have got Sean. We got FGS. It's going on, everyone, over in Getter. How is everyone doing tonight? And we got Cloud Hub. We got Facebook. We got Rumble. We got Twitter. And we got the one, the only, Wimkin.com, WIMKIN.com. Please, everyone, check it out. Download the app. Go to the PC version if you want to, the internet version, the web version. Join us over here. We got some great Wimkin warriors over here. I love these guys. They're awesome all the time. Now we're getting Getter into it now with Texas John's help and everybody else. And let's go ahead and say hi to the people in Wimpkin. Cecil, what's happening? Colin from Scotland, what's going on? Mr. Fixer. Lee, what up, Lee? Hi, Tammy. Let's see. There's Gabby girl. What's happening? We got William Brown in the house. What's going on? Jill. Hi, Jill. We got Lee. I already said William. And John. There's John again. Then Mark. Mark from the UK. What's going on, guys? Everyone's in there. And there is Vic. Great show, Vic, tonight on the Rebel Chicks with a Cause. If you didn't check it out on X. You can check it out pretty much anywhere. And Wimpkin, definitely wimpkin.com. Check out Violent Vixen 29 and watch Rebel Chicks with a Cause. She's great. Put on a great show tonight, like always. So if you missed it, go back and rewatch it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share everything you can do wherever you're streaming in from. Don't forget to share my videos too while you're at it. And get these live streams out to people, guys. It helps our show immensely. If you guys can share these, like them, do it, everything you can. And Wimpkin, throw that thumbs up there. It goes with some kind of algorithm stuff. And now I am, for a second night in a row, believe it or not, streaming on YouTube. They didn't ban my first video, or at least I didn't get notified. Not my first video, but last night's show. They didn't ban it. That's a first. So we're gonna get gutsy here tonight. We're going for it again. There's Vic over in Rumble too. Or no, that was X this time. Okay. So we're getting gutsy now. 2 nights in a row on YouTube. That never happens. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if they ban me again or whatever, or take down my shows because somebody played a song that they didn't like, or somebody went boo, and they don't like that stuff. Somebody got their panties in a bunch, so they wanted to do that. There, Jerry. What's happening, Jerry Kruger? Then we press enter, and the left loses their shit. I love that one, Jerry. That was great right there. Oh, we got Alfred in the house. What's going on, Alfred? The original conspiracy theory. Noah's Ark. There you go. Guess what? They were wrong on that one, too. Hey, Edward. Edward, what is going on, man? What else we got there? We got everybody. Did I say hi to everybody in here? All right. There's Daniel. I didn't say that. Daniel's in the house. What's going on? My name on YouTube is... What is my name on it? Country Conservative, I believe. FGS. You can check it out. I believe it's Country Conservative. You know, hell, it's been so long since I've been over there. Let me go and see if I can find it, because I can never find it on this new phone. I just got this phone, and it's tough to use. It's a big-ass phone, too, and I love it. And let me find my... Yeah, Country Conservative, 1776, guys. I think I took it off my list because how bad they were screwing my videos up. So it's Country Conservative, 1776 in YouTube. If you guys want to go find it and subscribe to my channel in there. I'm going to leave it on as long as I can, as long as they don't screw me over again. So I used to have some viewers and stuff, and I got screwed on that too. So I stopped streaming to there, and I would like to do it again and see how we get some more people to watch and to join us, because we have a blast. That's why we want people on Wimpkin, because we have a blast in there. We have so much fun. The guys talk about the funniest things and different stuff. It's not just about the news. It's not about politics. They are talking earlier on Rebel Chicks with a Cause about tomato plants and stuff like that. We do recipes sometimes. Vic from Rebel Chicks with a Cause gets into sourdough recipes and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, homesteading stuff. It's awesome. America Pier is in the house. That is our Scandinavian buddy. Yes, welcome. We don't get to see a lot of him, but he is in tonight in Wimpkin. Everyone say hi to America Pier. How you doing? All right, guys, we're going to get into this. And get these out of the way because I got a ton of videos, of funny videos for you guys, but we got to get through the articles first. We got a lot of them that I just brought up here. And I know you guys have saw this earlier, but this is just dumbfounds me when I hear it. Just the way it's said. Elon Musk announces he sold social media company X, formerly known as Twitter, to himself, his AI company, for $33 billion. He lost $11 billion and he sold his company to himself. Isn't that the weirdest thing you've ever heard? And it's funny as hell, but you know it's on a business perspective because here it is. Elon Musk announced Friday that he sold social media company X to his artificial intelligence company XAI for $33 billion, which lower he paid $44 billion for it in 2022. Now, XAI and X's futures are intertwined. Musk wrote on the X post today, we officially take the step to combine the data models, compute, distribution, and talent. This combination will unlock immense potential for blending XAI's advanced AI capabilities and expertise with X's massive reach. Elon Musk would not do this for no reason. So it's funny how you can tell people, hey, guess what? Elon sold X. And they say, to who? To Elon. And it totally messes with their head. Say, what the hell are you talking about? Yes, sir. Elon bought his own company. That is so messed up. I just got a kick out of that, so I had to bring that up, guys. That was funny as hell. All right, next one. Marco Rubio announces State Department to officially close USAID, the most corrupt committee or whatever the hell department they had going in there, the most money going out to bullshit stuff. And they said it will take effect July 1st to be able to close it. But then the State Department is going to handle many of their operations that they have going on. It's about time. Now, we've got a blue state idiot mayor that is in the verge of firing some police officers. Oh, yeah, this comes out of Rochester, New York. Mayor rebukes police for assisting Border Patrol in a traffic stop. This is against our policy because they're a sanctuary city. So these officers are getting ready to get fired for assisting Border Patrol agents with an arrest. This mayor needs ousted, and these cops need promotions. They need awarded. This is bullshit. And they say in here that Trump should hire them on as federal agents with the Border Patrol if they do get fired. I agree, but that mayor still needs to go, lose his job, plant his ass in poverty. See what happens then. All right, what else we got happening? These are the ones I just added. Kash Patel has ordered an investigation that left the Democrats scared out of their minds. Oh, yeah. A Biden, remember the $1 trillion Inflation Reduction Act that raised inflation and did not lower it one bit? Well, guess what? They put in a thing in there, a $20 billion slush fund to pay environmental activist groups run by Democrats. Oh, yeah. And there are donors in some cases in his administration. A $20 billion slush fund. Another money laundering operation. And all these idiot liberals thinks it's Inflation Reduction Act. Oh, it was so great. But they don't remember that inflation went up to almost 10% under Joe Biden, when it was 1.6% under Trump, even in COVID. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it is, FGS. It's got to improve his future assets. And the AI industry. It's going to skyrocket. I guarantee it. But this is the stuff that people are talking about. This, Kash Patel is on the ball. You've never heard of any arrest like this under that moron in Biden's administration, Christopher Wray. No, all you got out of him was excuses. Excuse me, scratchy throat again. That's all you got out of Christopher Wray. Lies and cover-ups. That's all you got. And the worst weaponization of the judicial system you've ever seen under them. But now you got Kash Patel in charge with Bongino. Shit. Things are getting done under the Trump administration. Now we're going to get into the title of the show. Trump directs spy satellites to surveil U.S.-Mexico border. I want to know in chat your opinions on this. Do you like the fact that they're using the satellites to protect our country? That is a question for you guys to answer in chat yourself. My opinion is I like it, as long as it doesn't take away from the protection of our country. That is part of protecting our country. I'm talking about the threats from Russia, the threats from China, people coming in over around the other places. I know we got tons of satellites up there, and they're watching all over the place. As long as it doesn't take away from other things that they were watching. And if you don't commit crimes and you have no nefarious reasons, because being all paranoid and liberal on the government's watching me, the government's listening. Do you have a cell phone? If you believe that the government's watching you, you better throw your cell phone away, because they're all listening to us. No matter what happens, they're all watching us. You got cameras all over the roads. You got them everywhere. They're watching you no matter what you do. But if you're not planning on committing crimes, then why worry? You're being a legal citizen of this country and you don't have no plans on doing something stupid. What are you worried about? But if you're so worried about it, throw your damn cell phones away. Get a payphone. If you know what the payphones are, you put a dime in. Wait a minute. That's my question to Mark. Mark, Tammy. I said hi to Tammy already. Mark, do you guys still have payphones in the UK? I saw Mark's name again. So absolutely, they should be on the northern border as well. Exactly, Edward. Thank you. I'm good with it as long as they are not watching me. Yeah, okay. Yeah. They're watching me. I'll strip my fat ass down naked and walk out there and say, yo, dude, look up. You want to watch me? Here, look at me. Look at my fat ass right now. I don't give a shit. I don't have any reason to hide. I'm not committing any illegal crimes. Check me out if you want to. Look at my bald ass head. I don't care. Watch away. The phones listen to you. They can get anything they want to off these phones. Your Alexas in your house, your Google, whatever the hell they're called, the little Google thing, they're listening to you. Your computers are listening to you. Everything, guys. I don't care what it is. You need to watch what they are doing, not the other way around. We need to get our own satellites, Sean. That's what we need. We need to get the tech companies are listening to all of us. You know what to sell you. Exactly right, Sean. Do you guys ever look up something you can look up on your phone? And if you have the Facebook app or whatever and all the apps on our phones like we all do, and you look up something, then you go into Facebook and you'll find that same shit that you just looked up on your phone in there. You bring it up and all these ads are popping up with what you just looked up on your phone. And I can go from my phone to my PC here and I can find it. And everything that I just looked up that day comes up in Facebook. Oh, yeah. And I have that shit switched off for them not to watch what I do off of Facebook. And the shit still goes on. But I don't have a problem. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Deborah. She says she leaves her cell phone at home. The government thought something probably died there. Sean, fuck the government. They don't need to know what I'm doing. I don't really care if they look what I'm doing. Everything is mine is law-abiding, and they're all worthless commies. The Patriot Act was bullshit. Oh, most definitely, Sean. But They can watch me all they want. John, well, can you get phones with removable batteries? Exactly. No, you cannot. And they do that for a reason, John, and you know that. That's why you said that. We don't give up our privacy. We just think we have privacy, and we don't. Nobody does. Hey, here's Leon. What is going on? And I didn't get to see the answer. Did Mark answer me? Mark, did you hear me? No, we don't. Okay, they're all gone. Okay, I wanted to know that because our payphones are gone everywhere. I don't know where there's one. If anybody has seen a payphone recently, and if you know where there's one, take a picture for me and send it to me. I would love to see a payphone again. I remember them as a kid throwing a dime in, or you could hit 0 and ask the operator for the time and the date, whatever. And FGS is boring. Why are you boring, FGS? But I would like to see a picture of a real. Well, Mr. Fixer, we didn't allow them to start. They just did. And we knew they were doing it. And what can we do? Everybody owns a cell phone today. That's funny right there, John. But that's a good idea. John says he aims his camera at his junk so the government can see that. That's a perfect thing to do, man. We'll send the government dick pics. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? All right, let's keep going. We're getting out of hand here. Now, the FBI has got nailed. We saw this yesterday, I think it was. The MS-13 gang leader was arrested in Virginia, which is great. But you arrest him, somebody comes in right after him. Got to get them all out of here. Authorities identified the alleged MS-13. I don't give a shit who he is. All this stuff that these guys are doing, that Homan and the FBI and all these guys are doing, would not be necessary if the Bidens and the Democrats would have done their job the last 4 years and kept these assholes out. So now you spend money the last 4 years, billions and billions of dollars to let these assholes and these criminals into our country. But now we have to spend money to get them out of our country. This is a fight between political parties, and they don't give a shit because it's our tax money. All these frivolous lawsuits the Democrats are pushing against the Trump administration is with our tax money. Everything that they did the last 4 years has been with our tax money, with the billions of dollars that the Democrats think, oh, it's okay, we'll just print more. It doesn't work that way. But this is continuous, and this is a war within our government, and it's been going on for years. And it needs to stop. We need to get these old sumbitches the hell out of there, be a Republican, Democrat, liberal, whatever they are, get them the hell out of here and get this government back to the way it's supposed to be. Small, and just they are to do what we ask them to do, and that's it. All right, what else we got going on here? All payphones are gone. I know, I have not seen one ever. You never know. If somebody can find one, that would be awesome. That would be sweet. People don't even know. Some of these kids don't even know what a payphone is. We had one in our school. We had one at the end of our street, and they just, this disappeared. All righty then. Let's get through some of these articles here. What else we got here? Remember when we talked about the kids, the 400,000 children that were lost and trafficked all over the world by the Biden administration? Well, the feds lost track of tens of thousands of unaccompanied border kids, according to the watchdog unit. And we talked about the 448,000 unaccompanied minors were transferred to U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. But, however, supposedly they have found the majority of them. I don't believe it. But they said more than 31,000 of these children released when they were released, their addresses were blank, missing apartment numbers, or otherwise incomplete. They don't know where they sent them to. This is the child trafficking that Vic has had on her show many a time about the whatever the blood shit they get out of children and they use, these pedophiles are using and stuff. Oh, yeah. This is what's been going on, guys. It's ridiculous. All right. Let me get rid of this. Got a few more articles to get through, and we'll get through these pretty quick here. And here we go. Trump demands Doge investigate $2 billion environmental grant that was leaked to Stacey Abrams. Why? They don't know where the money's at. They don't know what they did with the money. Take a look.
Abuse, because they sort of sound good, but many of these things are pure fraud. Now, there was a contract that you've heard about where Stacey Abrams got $2 billion just before we took over, and it was a rush to get her the money, and that was environmental, and nobody knows what she was doing. But $2 billion, if you got $2 million, that's a lot. If you got 200,000, that's a lot. But this was $2 billion was given. Lee, do you want to talk about that? And the other one that was even worse?
EPA has now canceled over $22 billion worth of contracts. $2 billion going to this NGO that Stacey Abrams was tied to. They received only $100 in 2023. And then the Biden administration gave them $2 billion. The director of the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund saw his former employer get $5 billion. So $20 billion went to just 8 NGOs, and they're all pass-throughs. And then they were giving it to other entities, many of them were pass-throughs. And what you have is all these extra middlemen, they're taking their cut. And the taxpayer ends up getting screwed. They're losing out on all this hard-earned money. They can't afford to have the federal government waste. The partnership with Doge and Elon Musk has been incredible at EPA. Their team is very talented. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And of course, this mandate from President Trump to make sure that we identify every last penny, whether we're saving $50,000, $5 million, or $22 billion. We will not rest until every last penny is saved. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to do this.
Now, I'd like to know where the money, they could just give this money away. And they gave it to her fast, too. And it didn't go through the proper procedures. They gave it to her like quick as hell, but nobody accounts for it. Nobody audits where the money goes. Just like Doge slashes billions more in expenses for programs like, get this, Peruvian climate change. Now, I thought that these Democrat idiots think climate change is a world thing, not just Peruvian. Not only that, gender equity in Mexico. Why the hell are we paying for this shit? Money laundering operations, can you say? This is what the Democrats are pissed off about, because all their money, their crime spree is coming to an end. This is why we need to start seeing people locked the hell up. This is getting on my nerves that nobody's getting locked up for this stuff. And it's ridiculous. All right, Jeffrey Goldberg gives cryptic response when asked about his relationship with Mike Waltz. And it says his full signal check was, I cannot do it all. There's nothing but the pros and cons for striking now, waiting months. They knew each other, or they were standing by each other. So the Democrats are sitting there saying they know each other because they stood together in a picture. Take a look.
I'm sure everybody out there has had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
But you've never talked to him before, so how's the number on your phone?
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz appeared on Fox News in an attempt to explain how he inadvertently included the Atlantic editor Jeffrey Goldberg to a Signal group chat discussing U.S. war plans.
I mean, I'm not an expert in any of this, but it's just curious. How's the number on your phone?
Well, if you have somebody else's contact and then then somehow it gets
someone
sucked
sent
in,
you that
it gets
contact.
sucked in.
Was there someone else supposed to be on the chat that wasn't on the chat that you thought was
So
on
the
chat?
person that I thought was on there was never on there. It was this
Who
guy.
was that? What person?
Well, I'm not. Look, okay. Laura, I take responsibility. I built the group.
Despite saying he takes, quote, full responsibility, Waltz continued to disparage the Atlantic and Goldberg's journalistic integrity.
You know, Laura, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but of all the people out there, somehow this guy who has lied about the president, gone to just all kinds of lengths to lie and smear the president of the United States, and he's the one that somehow gets on somebody's contact and then gets sucked into this group.
Goldberg appeared on MSNBC to respond to Waltz's claims.
The simple truth of the matter is, on March 11th, Mike Waltz sent me a message request on Signal, and I accepted it. That's the entire story.
The Atlantic has published what it described as additional messages from the group chat saying, quote, people should see the text in order to reach their own conclusions.
There's so many stories coming and going about this. It's unbelievable. So we're just going to have to wait to see if we can ever believe that we'll get the true story of any of this. House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan, here we go. This is one person that you could just hear. Well, we're going to have another hearing. Lays out sweeping agenda for judicial reform. Republicans in Congress have zeroed in on federal judges unilaterally blocking the key Trump executive orders on immigration and government reform. The Constitution gives Congress the right to delineate the authority of district courts. So what are they going to do about it? This is another example of the Republicans telling us something we want to hear. We want to see action. Hey, Sean, we are tired of seeing mouths being run. We want to see action, nothing else. Worried about what? You worried about how the cocoa leaves grow. Put a rope around her neck and find the money. Yeah, that's right. That is true right there, Texas John. But this is just another example of them not doing what they're supposed to be doing. We want to see action. We've heard you're running your mouths saying, we're going to do this. We're going to hold a hearing there for the past 4.5 years now. Let's see some action. Let's see some people in with handcuffs on. Exactly, K3. It's exactly. All they do is run their mouths, he said. And we're sick of hearing it. Show us some action. Exactly, Tammy. He's a major player in all talk and no action. This is all we get done doing. We're sick of it. Yep, Mark, exactly. Another investigation or another letter being typed up. That's all we're seeing. House passes legislation to keep foreign influence out of the higher education. We need to keep the government out of the education. They're talking about colleges and keeping the colleges, making the colleges, and they never had to do this, report any funds that they receive from foreign countries. That would go against the Foreign Registration Act. The Foreign Agent Registration Act. Sorry. They should have to be the same way. Foreign money comes into this country, it needs to be reported because you know it's all corrupt bullshit going on. This is what has to stop. Maine's Democrat governor, the one that Trump put on notice. Yeah, well, that bitch, the state apologized, but the governor never did. And Trump's waiting for that apology, which will probably never come. And she needs taken out of being governor too. Maine, you people need to wake the hell up. Okay, guys, we have got a company we need to boycott, just like Bud Light. This company, I don't like them anyways. They're overpriced, and I know you've heard of it, and people are trying to get it going, so let's get it going, guys. Yeti. Oh, yeah. Boycott rumblings grow as Yeti refuses to do business with conservative women's group. No kidding. Take a look.
It seems America's biggest brands have decided that alienating half their customer base is a brilliant business strategy. Just ask Target how their dive into progressive politics worked out. Their stock plummeted after conservative shoppers took their dollars elsewhere. Or check with Bud Light, whose sales collapsed after their controversial marketing decisions left longtime customers feeling betrayed and traditional American values ignored. The lesson seemed clear. When companies prioritize politics over products, their bottom line suffers. Yet some corporations apparently haven't gotten the memo. The latest business is seemingly eager to test whether conservative dollars spend just as well as liberal ones. Yeti, the the high-end cooler and drinkware company whose products have become status symbols for outdoor enthusiasts. But their recent decision might leave them out in the cold with conservative consumers. Is YETI deliberately inviting the next conservative boycott? Mugged by corporate politics. The Claire Booth Lou Center for Conservative Women recently shared a frustrating experience that has conservatives reaching for competitors' products instead of their YETI mugs. The nonprofit organization, which focuses on educating and empowering young conservative women leaders, attempted to reorder custom mugs from YETI, the exact same mugs they'd successfully ordered before. But this time, Yeti abruptly canceled their order after accepting payment, claiming they couldn't produce the mugs because they contained the word conservative. Yes, you read that correctly. Apparently conservative is now too controversial for a coffee mug. From The Blaze. We thought cancel culture went out with 2024, but here we are, said the center.
Now, Yeti is overpriced for junk, and that's all it is. Exactly, Tammy. Yeti is garbage, and you ever go to a store and check it out. It's garbage. It's just like, and what Tammy said, too many good knockoffs. They aren't nearly as expensive and look way cooler, and they do the same amount of work. You buy a Yeti thing, and you buy a, like thermos, like these mugs behind me. Like here, mine will keep them just as warm, just as cold, just as long as a Yeti will. And I didn't pay as much for mine as Yeti's cost. And their coolers, no different. You can find coolers everywhere with a rubber seal around them. Has just as much insulation inside the plastic walls. And just because you put the word Yeti on it, you can think you charge $400 for a freaking cooler. Are you out of your mind? But these some bitches won't give them their stuff because it says the word conservative on it. Get the hell out of here. I give my travel mugs away. And it says, I think it says conservative, right, guy? Yeah, it says country conservative on them. Oh, yeah. So, and they do just as well. They're not as well. I think they're just as well. You get a Yeti and you pay, what is it, 40 or 50 bucks for one of theirs and get mine free. And mine free works just as much, just as well. And you can throw it away. I'll send you a new one. Simple as that. All right, guys, that was my last article. What do we got here? This isn't saw a video where a guy compared a Yeti to a Walmart brand coolers. It outperformed a Yeti. No kidding, Gabs. I like that. We don't own any of their overpriced shit. Me either, Fixer. I will not buy a Yeti. And since then, now this, I just saw this today it came up. No more Yetis, people. If you buy a Yeti, trash it. Tell them kiss your ass. Thermos makes great stuff. I have Thermos stuff all over my house. I got Thermos travel mugs. I got thermoses from Thermos. And what's the green ones? I can't remember what the green ones were, but I have those too. My dad had those when he was still alive back in the 70s and stuff. And they work great. And that thing lasts forever. So I bought those. Like Coleman. Coleman's a good brand. Thank you, K3. You got a lot of other brands. You can find some good stuff at Walmart, even though they come from China, most of the stuff. Some of the stuff is good, but, of course, we would buy American. Of course we do. But when all else fails, and if you can't afford it, like Yeti, and you say, no, we'll go with the best we can afford. No Bud Light either, or Smithville Hillshire Farm, or any Chinese crap. There you go, Sean. Right there. Igloo. Right there, Kate. Igloo. Igloo has been around. Stanley. Thank you, Gab. Stanley's been around for a long time. All just as good. They improve their stuff as the years goes on, like everyone else. But Yeti wants to put that name on there, so you're going to pay for the name. That's what you're paying for. All right, guys. Let's get into some fun while we have the time on this Friday evening. Thank you for tuning in with me, guys, tonight. I appreciate it. You guys can be doing anything else, and you chose to come see me, and I appreciate it. You don't know how that makes my heart feel. You guys are awesome. So let's watch some funny videos. Those are the classics, K3. Yes, they are, Sean. Got that right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got another Willy Wonka. Take a look.
I made a straightforward promise to Canadians that we would have your backs.
Hang on, where are we going? I don't know, but I don't like what's that tunnel up there. Hey, Wonka, I want off!
I made a promise during this pandemic to have people's backs.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
You're an inhuman monster! Tell our little guy to turn us around, Wonka!
I'd be there for you, and that's exactly what we've done.
What is this, a freak out?
Hey, this isn't funny, Wonka!
You want to change the world? There's nothing to it.
I've got another puzzle for you.
No earthly way of knowing.
He's singing. How can you do a thing like this? Possibly see where you're going, Wonka!
You're right. I can't.
You're a cheat and a swindler.
Which direction we are going? There's no knowing where we're rowing.
If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
8 more years of Donald Trump will change America in a fundamental way.
Yes! Oompa, loompa, doompa dee dee.
The America we know will no longer exist.
If you're not spoiled, then you will go far.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing.
I said good day!
The
Mr. Wonka?
small fringe minority holding unacceptable views.
I know Heather said on Vic's show, on the Rebel Chick show, that she didn't like Wonka. Oh, yeah. She never watched any of Willy Wonka's shows. I like Willy Wonka. And yes, Mike, hi, Mike, over at Facebook. And Coleman is a good brand, too. These all oldies were great brands. That's funny there, Deborah. Need a giant chapstick for all their ass kissing. That is funny right there. Coleman, yeah, Lee. Coleman, they're all great products. You don't need their cheap-ass Yetis. That hell with them. All right, let's get a Mexican word of the day.
Mexican word of the day. Escalator. Hey, it's Friday, and you want to go out with your buddies, but your wife's mad. Escalator. Maybe she'll come down and let you go.
Good one, too. Here's some wise words from Sylvester Stallone. Take a listen.
Listen to these words very carefully. If you get fat, people think you eat too much. If you lose weight, people think you're sick. If you dress well, you're showing off. If you dress simple, you're poor. If you speak your mind, you're rude. If you don't, you're a coward. If you're successful, you're arrogant. If you're struggling, you're lazy. If you're honest, you're naive. You see, no matter what you do in life, people will always criticize you without fail. So do whatever makes you happy, do whatever fulfills you, and build your dream life, one day at a time. If you're not following us, there's a big chance you'll never hear my voice again. But if you are, congratulations. You're growing every day.
He got some good words for him, so I like him. All right, we got a little bit of a midget funny here.
I'm a little present of a car that I can drive.
Yeah, that was funny right there. Oh, yeah. Now listen to this, guys, because everybody's got this day, and there are days coming for all of us. One day, you won't wake up.
Listen to me. One day, you won't wake up. The clock will stop ticking, and every second you wasted, gone. The fears that held you back, meaningless. The opinions you worried about, forgotten. The dreams you never chased, buried with you. So why? Why are you still waiting? Why do you doubt yourself when you were born with limitless potential? Why do you hesitate when you know time is the one thing you'll never get back? Every second you breathe is a gift. Every day you wake up is another chance. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop settling. Stop living as if you have forever. because you don't. Whatever is burning inside you, go do it. Whatever is calling you, go chase it. Whoever you love, go tell them. Because in the end, the only thing that will matter is, did you truly live? Now go, make today count.
Exactly right. We live every day as it's our last. Simple as that. Can't let it pass us by, that's for sure. What else we got? When patriots stand together.
When they told us to stay quiet, we built the largest political movement in American history. They laughed when we said we'd make America great again. Now look at us, millions strong, standing together, defending our values while they scramble to understand our power. That's what happens when patriots unite. Every time they try to cancel us, we grow stronger. When they shut us down on social media, we create our own platforms. When they mock our beliefs, we stand taller. While they divide, we unite. The same elites who said we were finished in 2020 are watching in fear as Trump dismantles the swamp. They don't understand that you can't cancel a movement built on love for our country and our freedoms. Look around you. You're not alone. There are millions of us who still believe in the American dream, who still stand for our flag, who still pray for our nation. We're the backbone of America, and we're just getting started. Remember, when good people stand together, nothing can stop them. This is our time. This is our movement. God bless America.
Yep, I like that one. Okay, let's see if we're going to find some funny one here. Oh, here's Ahmed and Jeff Dunham and Ahmed's son. If you've never seen his son, wait until you see this.
He can fix my pelvis anytime. Shut up! Okay, look, so the explosion you were talking about, how did it happen? Very precise and careful planning. Not exactly. I said shut up! What happened? Nothing. He was putting gasoline in his scooter. So why was there an explosion? Shit happens. He was using his cell phone. Really? What? While putting gas in your scooter. You know that's dangerous. Well, it was your mother who called. Really? I don't know. What was her name? 42. And you guys haven't had any contact since? Not much. He's a bad son. I am not. Tell him what you sent me for my birthday. It was an honest mistake. What'd you send him? He sent me a bottle of skin lotion. He made it worse. What'd you do? I sent him back half a bottle.
That's funny right there. Yeah, oh yeah. All right, let's keep going here. What else we got? Here's how Hegseth wakes up every morning. Take a look.
Bum, 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 I ran. 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 What country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling? Bum, I ran. Bum, 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 I ran. Went to a mosque, gonna throw some rocks. Tell the Ayatollah, gonna put you in a box. Bum, I ran. Bum, 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 I ran. What country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling? Bum, I ran.
Okay, that was good right there. I don't know how my picture, me stays up on the screen now. I didn't set to do that. How much time we got left? We still got time for a couple more here. Here's Jeff Dunham and Peanut talking about online dating. This is funny.
Look, Peanut, have you ever tried online dating? Well, I thought that maybe we could help you out by filling out a profile on one of those sites and see how it goes. Oh, okay. I pulled up the site, yeah, and let's enter your profile. Let's see what happens. Okay, so for example, okay, there's a name. Okay, first name P, last name Nut. That's not right. There's two blanks. What are you going to do? Initial P, then last name? It's like you're talking backwards. Height, 6'4". You're like 2'4". Objects in there are larger than they appear. Okay, now it's asking your relationship intent. Is it long-term, short-term, short but open to long-term, not sure?
Is there a checkbox for when, then, thinking them?
I can't help myself when I show these. They are hilarious, and we need to laugh. It's Friday night. You guys are here with me. We've got to laugh. What God brings together, let no one take apart. Exactly, K3. Here is Jeff Dunham, and my favorite, y'all know, right, Bubba J on weddings. Take a look.
How you doing, Bubba J? I'm doing pretty good. So what's been going on with you lately?
Well, last week I went to my best friend's wedding.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was a combination wedding and gender reveal party.
Oh.
Yeah, he was very happy to find out that she really was a woman. Yeah, all was a nail biter, right, guys?
And how's your family?
They're all good.
Yeah, and what's your wife's name? Bubba J?
Oh, no, that's my name.
Well, she's doing well?
Yeah, she's great.
You two have a lot in common, don't you?
Yeah, we're made for each other.
I bet.
Yeah, you know, we both got the exact same results in our DNA tests.
That's why I like him so much, right there. Oh yeah, he's funny. All right, here's another one of Jeff and Walter, and Walter is Cupid.
We did go to a marriage counselor one time.
You did?
Oh yeah. He said I should take my wife out and treat her like I did on our first date.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So I took her to dinner, felt her up, then dropped her off at her parents' house.
But despite that kind of stuff, the love life is okay?
Yeah, we do our best. We tried role-playing with a little French maid outfit.
Oh, how'd that go?
She said it was too tight. And my accent was bad. See, I put the maid outfit on.
They got it.
And then I had her put it on.
Okay.
Not because it was sexy. I thought she might finally Walter, do some Walter housework. Walter!
You really are trying to get me canceled.
No, trying to get my house cleaned.
Tell me that ain't funny right there, guys. All right, I think I got enough time for one more. Let's see what we got here. That Walter's funny as hell. Let's see what this one is. It says Trump and military domination.
Y'all ever stop and wonder why the whole world either fears or respects America? It's because our military is the steel spine of this planet, the only thing standing between order and absolute chaos. And every last one of these America-hating globalists knows it. You think Russia fears the UN? You think China respects a hashtag? No, sir. They respect power. They respect force. They respect the American soldier staring them down through a rifle scope. They respect the sight of a carrier fleet rolling up like a floating fortress, ready to unleash hellfire at a moment's notice. And who do we have to thank for keeping that fire burning? President Donald J. Trump. He rebuilt our military after Obama gutted it like a fish. He crushed ISIS, and he looked North Korea dead in the eye, like Granny sizing up the last piece of fried chicken. They called him reckless. Nah, that was strength. That was leadership. But now you got these spineless bureaucrats and woke generals turning our military into some kind of diversity seminar. Let me tell you something. Our military don't need safe spaces. It needs warriors. It don't need drag queens. It needs door kickers. You think the men who stormed Normandy gave a damn about pronouns? They cared about winning. We don't win wars by apologizing, by second-guessing, or by letting politicians tie our hands behind our backs. We win by unleashing the full fury of American firepower. Every Marine, every soldier, every airman and sailor, they ain't just protecting America. They are America. You want to know why America is feared and respected? It's because of the warriors who put their boots on the ground and remind the world why you never bet against the stars and stripes.
I love Eagle Eye. You couldn't beat him at all. Has some great stuff. That's it. That is the well-dressed eagle, Sean. That's right. Gotta love him. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining me on this Friday night, spending the night with me. It was awesome. You guys are great. I love the chat. The chat's been rocking tonight. You guys are awesome. I got to take one of these out. I talk too loud when I have them both in. You guys are awesome. Thank you again for joining me on this Friday night and spending the night, ending your week and starting your weekend with me on the Conservative Viewpoint. I love it. You guys are awesome. Next week, I've got tons of funny more videos to go and probably download some more over the weekend. I'm going to do a little change back here. I hope to get done this weekend. But thank you again for tuning in to me tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share everything wherever you're tuning in from. I appreciate it. Help my channel grow, guys. We've got to get the word out there. We got to keep the truth going on. And that's what I'm here to do. So I appreciate it if you do all that. And guys, I will see you on Monday, and I'm going to leave you with this. And so as we look up at the vast expanse of the night sky, let's remember that those silent guardians are there, working tirelessly to protect us. Let's remember that the delicate balance between security and liberty, and let's strive to find the balance to ensure our safety without sacrificing our freedoms. We've explored the complexity of satellite surveillance tonight, and I hope we've shed some light on this fascinating and often misunderstood topic. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding the technology, understanding the safeguards, and understanding the threats that allow us to engage in informed and productive discussions about our security. Let's carry this spirit of informed patriotism with us into the weekend. Let's enjoy the precious moments with our families, recharge our spirits. I'm going to have some spirits this weekend, and prepare ourselves for the challenges ahead. Because the fight for freedom, the fight for our values is a constant one. And when Monday night rolls around at 9 p.m. sharp, I'll be right here, ready to dive into another crucial topic, to dissect the issues that matter most to our nation, and to provide you with a conservative viewpoint you can trust. So enjoy your weekend, Patriots. Stay strong. Stay vigilant. I'll see you back here on Monday night for another powerful episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. Until then, God bless. God bless the United States of America. And I will see you back here live on Monday.